Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you to Intera's webinar on using machine learning and artificial intelligence for solving difficult media problems. My name is Ashish Basu. I'm part of the sales team at Intera. I'm your co-host today, along with two of my colleagues, Sanjay Rao and Sailesh Kumar from engineering. We would walk you through uh, a few specific areas of focus in today's webinar on how we are using machine learning and artificial intelligence to solve difficult media problems within our product offerings. But before we do, we would briefly walk you through Intera a little bit because all of you may not be familiar with Intera. The next slide comes up very briefly. Intera Systems is a Silicon Valley company. It's a global provider of enterprise class solutions that streamline the classification, QC, monitoring of media content across the entire creation and distribution chain. We are located in Cupertino, California, with offices in US West Coast, East Coast, US South, Europe, and APAC region. We're also fortunate to have 30 plus global companies that work with our teams in different parts of the world as channel partners and help us take our solutions to our customers very effectively. And we work with almost all the major players in broadcast, post-production, uh, cable, telco, and many other market segments all over the world. Uh, Intera's product line really started with the Vega family of media analyzers that we built many years ago. Vega family of media analyzers help customers check their encoders for compliance and debug. We believe that many of the prevailing standards in the media industry have benefited from the Vega appliance. After the Vega family of media analyzers, we introduced the Baton suite for file QC, quality checking of file-based content. And inside the Baton suite of products today, we have several areas where we use machine learning and AI to address specific problems. Some of them we will discuss in greater detail when Sanjay does the demo. We also have the Orion suite of end-to-end monitoring for linear and OTT deliveries. Uh, Across the Intera product line, you will see that from the very beginning, by introducing the software-only solutions for media compliance, and then QC, and then finally the monitoring suite of products for linear and OTT delivery, we have been trying to work with our customers and partners to solve real-life problems. And in many occasions, you would find that as the world evolved, new standards got introduced, content started getting consumed in different ways, our products evolved along with those external forces. For example, when QC started getting evolved from checking of technical parameters to semantic understanding of content, we started talking about using machine learning and AI to assist our customers in content classification. Exactly the same way we talked about captions being another area where we should use AI and machine learning because it's an FCC mandate. Customers get screamed at when the captions work is not done properly. And exactly the same way, we extended that work in the area of audio video sync, or commonly called lip sync. And as Sanjay walks you through our offerings in each of these areas, you would see that we always take the extra effort in our engineering team to make sure that our products address the current problems with the technology options we have on the table. And our goal is to provide you with the support and the help you need to address your challenges so that you can work with your customers in the best way possible. With those words of introduction, let me hand over to Sanjay to walk you through this journey of using ML and AI for solving difficult media problems. Sanjay?
Hello everyone, this is Sanjay Rao, and today we will talk about some difficult media QC problems where ML is very effective. We will discuss how ML-based approach augments the manual process, and then we will briefly discuss relevant Interage products. Agenda of this webinar. So we will start with some basic introduction to the media QC problems, some of the media problems which can be better solved with the help of ML. Then we will discuss our first media QC problem called content moderation. Under content moderation, we will examine merits of automatic and manual content moderation workflows. And we will see how can automatic and manual processes augment each other, giving a much more accurate and efficient moderation system. After this, we will discuss our second media application in captions, where ML has been proven very effective. Under this, we will discuss specific ML-based approaches used in captions and see the advantages of using ML here. Under third application, we will see ML in actions in audio-video synchronization checking. How ML is used in AV sync checking and make AV sync checking process better. Then we will look three of Interage ML-based products which are used to solve these three problems: Vino, Baton Captions, and LipSync. Before going into details of specific media QC problems, let's quickly see how media QC has evolved over the time. Initially, media QC was limited to just checking off some audio-video parameters like resolution, channels, sampling rate, frame rate, etc. Then media QC was elevated to check specific video and audio quality problems also, like blockiness, blurriness, loudness, noises, dropout, etc. But with the rise of machine learning and its success in computer vision tasks like image classification and object detection, scope of the media QC has been expanded to understand semantic concepts of audio and video, content moderation, content classification, and many other applications. There are a number of media related problems which can be solved using machine learning. For example, video recommender system, content moderation, captions, AV sync checking, media quality measurement, and many more. In today's talk, we will discuss the role of machine learning in three media applications highlighted on this slide, and as I also mentioned in the agenda slide. Let's first talk about use of ML in content moderation. What is content moderation? Content moderation is practice of monitoring and altering the media content to suit the specific rules and regulation. And why do we need content moderation? The reason is very simple. There are several content compliance rules defined by respective authorities in different countries. These rules vary a lot from one region to another and from one platform to another. There have been lots of instances where broadcasters, radio stations, user-generated content handling platforms like Facebook, Instagram, etc. were failed to comply the government rules. And in those cases, different government organizations in different parts of the world have taken actions against them. To save themselves from such situation, organizations maintain an army of content moderators who manually moderate the content and try to save the organization from making any compliance related mistake. Okay, so everything looks working fine so far. What is the problem? To understand the associated problems better, let's understand the process of manual moderation workflow. This is how a multi-stage typical manual content moderation workflow works. Content is passed through multiple stages of review. If review fails at any stage, content goes back for editing, and then same process repeats. There are some problems in this process. Process is very expensive. If we compare manual moderation services and API-based services for images, manual moderation process is about 10 times costlier than API-based services. Manual process is time consuming and turnaround time cannot be guaranteed. Process is error prone. Human being may miss to mark the brief or edge cases. If the content is used in new region, then same cycle of moderation process has to be repeated to adhere to local laws of the new region. Is there any way to make the process of moderation faster? Yes, of course. By using automatic moderation tools, moderation process becomes faster and turnaround time can be guaranteed. Let's understand the advantages of automatic process. Inherently, there are some limitations of human beings. Human beings cannot memorize lots of things, and then human beings can miss things if there are lots of things to remember. Just see an example of an automatic tool which checks for names of brands of alcohol products. It checks for lots of hate symbols. Then it checks for names of alcohol brands in the content. It is also checking for lots of celebrity faces. It is also checking for cuss words in speech captions and OCR text. It is also checking for lots of religious symbols. Can you expect a human being to memorize all these lists and not to miss a single instance of any of these? I think no. With right combination of machine learning, computer vision techniques, and computer algorithms, automatic moderation systems can have multiple such huge lists without any major performance impact. In manual moderation workflow, process has dependency on human moderators' knowledge also, which varies from one human being to another human being. For example, a moderator from a remote region might not be able to understand all locally used slurs. With automatic assistance system in the place, it is possible to have a uniform understanding of this type of knowledge. As we just saw, with so many global and regional aspects of moderation, it is very difficult for human annotators to carry out the job 100% perfect. We receive lots of annotated data from our customers, and we find lots of instances where human annotators miss to annotate objectionable content. Actually, as we have discussed, human annotators have more chances to miss as the number of items grow. Most organizations do not measure performance of moderators. We can measure the performance of moderation processes in the same manner, whether it's manual or automatic process. Let's see how can we measure performance of moderation system. To understand the parameters of accuracy measurement, let's understand this diagram first. Each dot in the diagram represents either an objectionable item or a clean item. Left half part of this diagram shows the objectionable items and right half part has clean items. So there are 10 objectionable items and 10 clean items in the diagram. Now let's consider a moderation system which has marked the items in the circle. System has marked total 9 items contained inside the circle. How do we measure the accuracy of this system? You can see that the system is able to catch only 5 items out of total 10 objectionable items. This gives us the first parameter of accuracy measurement called recall, 5 out of 10, which exactly comes to 50%. It means the system or moderator was able to catch 50% of the items. You can also see in the diagram that system has marked total 9 items, and out of those 9 items, only 5 were actually objectionable. These two numbers give us the next parameter of accuracy measurement called precision. So precision of this system comes to 5 by 9, which is approximately 55%. Third parameter is F1 score, which is harmonic mean of precision and recall. Having a single number makes the accuracy comparison much easier. So the purpose of having F1 score is to have a single number to represent accuracy of a system or a moderator. Ideally, both precision and recall should be high, but after attaining saturation in training with a given data set, if a system tries to increase the one parameter, the other one starts going down. Finding the right balance between precision and recall for a particular application defines the properly tuned system for the application. Let's come back to how an automatic system can be better than manual system. Machine does not require specially gifted vision capabilities to see even in such difficult scenarios. Machine performs uniformly if implemented using appropriate data set and techniques. Ability of human beings can vary in locating alcohol glass in the first image, the gun in the dark in the second image, wine bottles in the side racks of the third image, and the alcohol bottle camouflaged with the color of shirt in fourth image. The next question comes in mind that if there are so many possibilities available in machine learning tools, then do we still need human moderators? And if yes, then why? Though human moderators are expensive and prone to errors, but due to the subjective nature of the content, human moderators are unavoidable. Machines are still not well suited to handle subjectivity. For example, machine can behave strange on unseen data. Machine might not be able to properly distinguish between an actual alcohol bottle and the bottle made up inside this English alphabet O. The black structure on the roof behind a dancing man might confuse the machine with a man with gun in hand. Manual moderators have to review these examples. Then machines might develop racial biases. Machine trained on mostly American and European nude content might not be able to correctly identify Japanese nude content. Machine do not understand societal context also. What is okay in one region might not be okay in another region. These are the two real life examples where left side of the image was allowed in Western world, but not in the Middle Eastern countries. To have this sort of subjectivity in the process, we need human moderators. So, with so much subjectivity in the moderation problem, an automatic system cannot perform 100% accurately. If we compare manual moderation process and automatic moderation process, then we find that both have their own advantages and disadvantages. For example, automatic moderation is cheaper than manual moderation. With efficient techniques, automatic process gives much better throughput and easier to scale up the system in terms of throughput. But automatic systems are not well suited to handle subjectivity. These systems do not have enough reasoning ability and conscience. Because of the same reasons, automatic systems poorly on unseen and new type of data, whereas human being can work effortlessly on unseen data. Manual moderation process can develop stress disorders to human moderators due to the excessive exposure to distressing, violent, explicit content. Machines cannot have such disorders. Then both systems can have good accuracy. Result of both can have errors under different conditions. Generally, automatic systems give false detections, whereas manual moderators miss true instances. We have seen some examples of both where they can have errors under different situations. And then automatic systems give more consistent results than manual systems. So with these examples, we can conclude that neither automatic moderation nor manual moderation process is complete in itself. Is it possible to use both together? Let's see. So far we have talked that manual only moderation process is error prone, expensive, and possibly time consuming too. We have also talked that automatic process exceeds the manual process in multiple aspects. But human moderators also work far better than automatic moderation in situations like unseen data, handling of subjectivity in the content, etc. To have an effective moderation system, we must use the best of both processes. We are proposing here an ML assisted moderation workflow in which automatic tool and human moderators work together to speed up the moderation process. If we think through, then one question comes in mind is, what does a human moderator need to review the content faster? Then we find that human moderators review the information present in different forms like visual, audio, captions, OCR text, etc. And to get this information from the content, a human moderator has to go through the content at play speed once or multiple times depending on multiple factors. If we can provide this information in a very easily accessible form, human moderators perform their part much faster. So in this workflow, in first stage of the workflow, ML tool generates lots of data, which helps human moderators in subsequent stages in finishing the moderation process much quicker. What information an automatic tool can provide to human moderators? So this information includes automatically detected items, a detailed video preview, speech to text, subtitles, and OCR text. So everything easily accessible to human moderators to make his job easier and faster. In this user interface, you can see automatically detected items, and user can ignore those if some of them incorrectly detected by the tool. The second thing here is video preview of the content, using which user can add manual labels if the tool has missed something. Whole speech and OCR text at one place so that it can be read out easily to review. Apart from this, there is a very handy player available to check some of the edge cases reported by automatic system. Human moderators get tremendous help from a properly tuned automatic moderation tool. By properly tuned system, I mean the system with right balance between precision and recall for the application. So with this, we would like to conclude our discussion on the topic of content moderation. We know that current ML solutions are sophisticated and may be combined to create broader applications, but they lack the real world knowledge and human experience needed to create valid and acceptable outcomes on their own. An increasing part of the ML solution is human in loop capabilities, where the machine matches a pattern, but human input determines its validity and helps to refine the result. Human chip implants is a distant dream, but such human in the loop interaction will define most businesses using ML in the years to come. After content moderation, captions is another application area where ML has been proved very effective. In this area, ML can be used to generate captions where captions are not present in the content. ML can be used to check alignment between captions and audio. Then ML can be used to check correctness of the captions against the spoken audio. ML is also used in identification of the speakers in audio so that the right punctuations can be placed inside captions. This slide shows a block diagram of checking alignment between audio and captions. In this process, first of all, speech data is extracted using VAD, voice activity detectors. Then absence and presence of speech data is checked against the captions present on the timeline. Extracted speech data can be fed to a ML-based automatic speech recognition engine also, which is called ASR engine. ASR engine is used to generate captions data, and generated captions can be used to check correctness of the captions data present in the content. On top of it, an advanced ML-based application can support identifying different audio events like gunshot, car crash, sword fighting. And using background audio, ML-based solutions can also identify audio scenes like freeway scene, dance club scene, dog barking, night scene, etc. So with the help of these capabilities, an ML-based captioning solution could be very powerful in generating captions. In last 1 decade, ASR engines have achieved a very good accuracy by using machine learning. State-of-the-art solutions have achieved above 80%, 85% accuracy in terms of words. Still, ASR engines face some challenges like robustness in noisy environment, handling of variable accents, multiple speakers speaking at the same time, kids voice, because there is no enough data to train ML models on kids voice or accent. To take care of these challenges, having human being in the loop is must. Using machine as an assistant system with human for captioning process gives much better accuracy than manual only process. It also increases the efficiency in the process because most of the captioning data would be automatically generated and human being will just review it. It has been seen that ML assisted captions generation process is approximately 4 times faster than manual only process. Checking of audio video synchronization is another application where ML techniques are useful. Using ML in checking audio and video synchronization has a number of advantages like better accuracy, language independent checking, etc. Traditional audio video sync checking tools require multiple segments in the content where human face and lips should be visible. In ML based solution, several audio events like explosion, gunshot, and several background noises like office noises, dance club noises, etc. can also be used to check synchronization. This is how a typical machine learning based AV sync checking tool works. In ML based sync check tool, one module uses video to extract faces and track lip movement. Another module uses audio to extract audio features. And then there is a third ML module in the tool which matches the lip movement with the audio features. Using this technique, it is possible to detect very short duration lead and lag problems. With AV sync checking application, we conclude here the general discussion of the 3 media applications which can be solved better by using machine learning technology. Now let's have a look at 3 of Intera's products which address these 3 applications. Let's start with Vino. Vino is an automatic content classification tool from Intera Systems. Advantages of using Vino in content moderation and content classification are, first of all, Vino reports granular items. With granular detection, users get the power to decide what to allow and what to restrict. For example, Instagram allows male nipples but bans female nipples. With granular reporting, user can decide what is okay and what is not okay for the application or platform. Then customization in Vino allows user to add their region specific stuff to augment the existing stuff detected by Vino. For example, user can add their custom symbols, words, phrases, faces, etc. General machine learning based applications like metadata generation, detection of animals, cars, sports, etc. Sentimental analysis. These kind of applications are avoided in Vino. Application is specifically designed to target moderation process. Applications similar to Vino provides lots of general ML based applications which have been intentionally avoided in Vino to make the Vino more moderation oriented application. Then using Vino, users can create custom review workflows to review the content after automatic moderation by Vino. This makes Vino a complete solution for ML assisted moderation workflows. Let's see some of the techniques which helps in improving accuracy of Vino. We have seen that multiple ML techniques working together on different modalities do not affect computers' efficiency of catching objectionable items. Combination of results from multiple modalities like audio, video, text surpass the human efficiency and sometimes accuracy too. In this diagram, top layer is showing basic ML techniques like object detection, automatic speech recognition, etc. And lower layer shows the end user applications like detection of violence, explicit content, etc. In Vino, An end user application uses a combination of multiple basic ML techniques. Let's see some examples of Vino utilizing multiple modalities from the content to improve the accuracy. Rather than detecting actual marijuana in the content, Vino is detecting the text marijuana present in the image. The tool is able to identify different type of gambling items to confirm a scene being the gambling one. The tool is able to detect casino hoardings and website names of a casino. The tool is able to distinguish an alcohol bottle from olive oil bottle by using the text present on the bottle. Vino is also able to analyze the semantic concepts present in the content and uses it to improve the accuracy. For example, in these images, using just object detector cannot detect the presence of gun. Because of the angle and the visibility, shape of guns is not clear. But by using the knowledge of overall semantic concept present in the scene, like hints present from the previous frames of the video or posture of the person in the current frame, etc., Vino is able to detect these type of difficult cases also. Let's come to Baton captions. Intera Systems, another tool named Baton captions, provide all captioning related ML based feature set. With automatic captioning generation and built-in review workflows, Baton captions reduces the turnaround time of generating captions. All major languages are either already supported or in the roadmap of Baton captions. It reduces cost of captioning generation. Using built-in captions QC feature, it also helps in taking care of regulatory compliance. Built-in review workflow makes Baton captions a complete ML solution with human-in-loop capabilities for captions. Just for your information, for accuracy checking of captions, this tool uses actual automatic speech recognition engine. Most of the competitor tools use traditional HMM based approaches, which are less accurate than ASR based approach. Intera Systems LipSync is an ML based AV sync checking tool, and using LipSync has multiple advantages because manual checking of AV sync is tiresome and slow. Manual checking is error prone too. LipSync is able to detect even one frame of sync problem in audio and video. And it doesn't require reference video for sync check of edited video. So with the last slide on LipSync, I stop here and summarize our today's discussion. ML-based automatic tool with human in loop, the solution embraces the best of both the human experts and the machine. Machine learning can handle enormous amount of data with good accuracy and consistency, which is beyond the reach of human experts. But sometimes tasks are too ambiguous for a purely mechanical solution. And at the same time, it is too vast for even a large team of human experts. ML and human together enable machines to access human experience, which is otherwise difficult to consume in machines. This integration makes the solution complete and much more accurate. Intera Systems award-winning ML-based tool implement this human-in-loop capabilities with the help of built-in review workflows. Thank you. I would like to thank everyone for taking out your time to attend this webinar.
Thank you for the comprehensive overview again, Sanjay. Our website and email addresses are on your screen. If you need any further information on what Sanjay presented, please do feel free to reach out. And our teams across the world will get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks a lot. Thanks everybody for participating, and thanks the co-hosts. Appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thanks everyone.